nice and close. So this one, negative side is shorter. You can see the plus marked on the board. I'll put that in. Push down quite a ways and kind of bend the leads a little bit. There we go. That one's set in. Now we're going to take out a couple more that need to be replaced. Heat up the solder. Use the solder sucker. Heat up the solder. Cock it every time. There we go. Now you can kind of heat these up a little bit to get them to come loose. Be careful that you don't tear the trace. There we go. There's one of them out. Oh, there's another one out. There we go. These two I got a little bit larger replacements for. You can see the two empty holes for them. These are non-polarized capacitors, so it's not going to make much difference which is the positive and which is the negative. Around the back of the board there, I'm spreading the leads so that the capacitor will stand when I turn the board back around. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of one of them over there. Oh, it's already turned. There we go. Now we'll put one more in here. They're pretty good size. They just fit. Almost like the originals were great big like that too. There we go. Now before we go any further, we're going to solder these in. Just a little bit closer with that. Get solder on the lead and on the pad. There's a good solder joint. They should look like a Hershey's Kiss when you're done. Make sure that you have enough heat on it, and make sure that you clean your soldering iron between every one of them. There we go. That one. This one. There we go. We only have one left to do on this board. I'll take off the extra leads. And there's one more 22 microfarad left on this board. You're going to have to locate it. It's right here. It's the last capacitor that has not been replaced. You can kind of straighten these out and make them look nice. Makes your board look cleaner when you're done. Let me take a look and see. This one's right here, I believe. And we'll pay attention to how that came out, if we can get it There we go. Came out with the negative going towards the inside of the board. So when we put the next one in, that's how we'll put it in. Negative is the shorter lead. I'll put the negative towards the inside of the board. Probably marked positive on here too, the other side, so you can see the plus on there. I'll take that and put it in. Push it down nice and snug, and then bend the leads on the other side. There we go. There. Now, we're in pretty good shape now. So let's take a review of what we've replaced here. And so we've replaced this transistor over here. I'm going to use a pointer and work a little bit better. We've replaced this transistor right here, this one right here. We've replaced this transistor, this transistor, this transistor, and this transistor. We've replaced this capacitor, these two capacitors, this capacitor, and this capacitor, and this capacitor over here, and this capacitor over here. So this board has been entirely recapped as far as electrolytic capacitors go. Every single one of them is brand new, and they're all ready for some more service, and we won't have to worry about the older ones failing like they do so much. Oh, while I've been here, I try and kind of make everything on the board neat. They weren't so neat in the original manufacture, but I like my boards to look neat. So that's that one right there. Now, if you can look down here, here's a look at the dead soldiers. Here are the capacitors that we've taken out, right here. And over here are the transistors that we've taken out. And so, taking them out of both boards, and both boards will be redone. This is the second board. There's two boards because it's stereo. And you can see that I have a couple more capacitors to go on this board. There you go. That'll be the end of that.